All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready? 60 yards. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check nine. Recon, 132 fighter.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On play action, they'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Go. 90, Wolf. Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Jam.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post. Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on.
2nd and 4. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. Watch the flat. Go.
Mike's 50. Switch up.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Here we go. Set.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Ready. 70, Indy. You must be true. Here we go. 70, Indy. 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 70, 18 Gator.
Number 53, Mike 53. Pick it up.
Snap.
Running is Jacobs.
Run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
That's what I do.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10
On the
now.
double. Protein spill.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Hey, box drop. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jannard Avery. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Let's get this. 52's the mic.
Look at me. Zipper. Smooth. He's tired of me. Get it.
Looking to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Jannard Avery in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got Oshie man. You got Oshie man right there. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming. Hey, lock it. I'm coming. Check 3.
2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, team 6. 36 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey, Alpha. Not today. Watch 36.
They'll look to throw here. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. All day, dog. 5.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Greystone, Travis. Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Get him, boy.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Harry. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Lead grip.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Watch 36 to Mike.
X3, 218, chop. Let's go.
Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch
Hey, dude.
I got 36.
Dude.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. Watch time.
They'll set up to throw. Gets it to Strong. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go.
2nd and 6. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Got it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Three down. Watch 30.
Running from the gun, Johnson.
I got you, boy.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Bravo. Ready.
Back to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside. If they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
52's the money. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 1st down, Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's not going to get me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
52. It's our time. It's our time.
Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
General West.
Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Go! Watch 36, 35.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go! 36 to Mike. It's a party now.
They'll drop the throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Robert Kimdichie, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, team 6. 36 to Mike. No. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. fourth quarter, holding on to a lead, fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, my 7. Everyone's got 4 down. Mike 36. Mike 36. Yeah. Get in the weight room. Watch 36. Hey, Zoo. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got the completion to Strong. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey! 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the... Hey, Delta. Undercrush. 61, matchbox, lights. 5.
A shotgun handoff now. Foster. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, exit. Look at me, zipper.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's pick it up.
Hit it.
On third down, Foster.
Let's get it.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Bear, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
36.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
36. So we got man.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
They run. It's Foster. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's third and 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Hey.
58's the money.
Hey, Echo.
I got one. Hey, 58.
Lead grip.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
10-2 stop. 5.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong. Smith. 52. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, Charlie! You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I got you.
Looking to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
What's screen? Hey, Mike 52.
Ready?
2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Pats, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Oakland, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year.